Welcome to the Salt Shaker.
That's a gay name when you work on that.
Yeah, I see you come up with it.
Okay, well, fuck it, it's yours. We'll go with it for now.
The Salt Shaker.
The Salty Podcast.
Yeah.
And,
One,
and you got coffee.
2, 3. Welcome.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna do it.
Oh,
Just
no.
introduce us.
All right,
I was
yeah,
just
right.
gonna let you
Alright.
say it.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's one of
ready?
us.
Why do you have a pin top in your mouth?
Welcome to the Salt Shaker. Oh no, it's the Salty Podcast.
Yes.
All right. Welcome to the Salty Podcast.
There you go.
My name is Kenny. This is Taylor. This is Kevin, and that's Q. So yeah, this is gonna be our podcast. Do podcast maybe once or twice a week. It's really just gonna be a whole bunch of bullshit. Just to keep ourselves busy. We're gonna be shit talking, talking about real deep issues,
Some issues not so deep.
but issues that are deep.
Some of this is gonna be bullshit. Something hopefully just to entertain you. Something to entertain us mostly. Hopefully you get some laughs out of it, or at least something interesting.
Maybe some shit that makes puppy cries. I don't know.
Oh, fuck, maybe.
So anyway, so
Let's get into it.
what's the first topic?
So first up, we got because of politics, especially right now. Guess I just heard that yesterday or last night at some point there's a couple of Russian bombers off the coast of Alaska that the Air Force intercepted, which is interesting because I know things have been rough between the U.S. and Russia. I know for a while their tensions were a little bit higher. They're kind of chill now, but I do know that Trump just got out of this. He pulled out this Iran deal, which I guess in some way helps Russia. I didn't look into it too much. I saw the headlines, but us, the U.S. pulling out this Iran nuclear sanction deal, everyone's upset, but Russia's getting some benefits out of that. I mean, I'm not sure what it is, but what do you guys think about that?
I don't know shit about politics.
Yeah. Not
I
into politics,
really don't know.
so-
I didn't even know that happened.
Well, what's your thoughts on it? Just this is from what I've
From what-
gathered. I
From
haven't
what you
actually-
gathered,
It was news to me.
that the Air Force intercepted was impressive, considering they're all majority behind the desk.
I'm just fucking.
But
Just
anyway,
kidding.
yeah, I didn't
Much
know
love
that.
Air Force.
I didn't know that.
We didn't catch much hate from the Air Force.
Nah, we got those buddies over there. It'll be fine.
That's interesting.
But I mean, it's weird because you see, there's all this hearsay in the news. There's no real evidence yet, but they're saying that Russia helped Trump get elected, and then you've seen things like this now where Trump pulls out of this Iran deal, and apparently he's going to benefit Russia somehow. So it makes you wonder. But much love to the Commander in Chief. All hail Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? I just wish it was weird to hear this kind of shit, especially from being inside the military. Especially being over here where we are, we don't get too much news. I mean, I don't track the news enough, so it's
That wasn't tracking any of this.
yeah, just things like I said, just things I picked up, like things I get from friends and family. They're like, hey, did you hear about this? Fuck no, I'm in fuck off Poland right now, so.
See, stuff like this makes me believe in conspiracy theories. This motherfucker don't believe in them. So
Who, me?
yeah,
I don't. Conspiracy theories. are fucking stupid.
conspiracies be real.
Like, everything happens for everything.
Yeah, everything. I just know how unorganized the world is, and for people to organize such a big conspiracy, like it's unfathomable.
Especially in the military.
Yeah,
But it's possible. You might say.
it's not a super well oiled machine, the world, but it still turns somehow. So there's that. But
Yeah, because the moon was the first waterbender.
Oh my god.
you watch too much Avatar. We had too much time here. Got all this Netflix.
Naruto.
We got all this Netflix time going on. We got all these random shows that everyone wants to watch. People want to watch an action movie. Some people want to watch some anime. Some people want to watch this. Want to watch that. It's hard to find time. Even though we got a lot of fucking time, but it's hard to find TV time to split it between all the dudes. So you gotta take turns, and sometimes we all just end up watching the same shit just because it's on TV.
6 guys, 1 TV.
I had no idea what the fuck
This-
Avatar was about, but now I'm pretty, I think, caught up. I'm pretty, learned up on Avatar because you got waterbenders, firebenders, earthbenders, What else? Airbenders, and they're all doing some cool shit, I guess.
This has absolutely not shit to do with
It's,
politics.
it's all right. We're just.
This is sucking right now.
No, I think debris.
What's that fucking attitude is? Now you're gonna have to make me edit
Hey, this is how
out.
conversations work. You start fucking point A, go to B, C, and D. So we're just gonna keep
I
rolling
just
with it.
want you to
You
have
know the way
work,
to
Kevin.
two.
Well, you guys aren't tracking politics anyways because you're a bunch of fucking retards. But
Yeah.
imagery leads the way.
True
The only
shit.
thing we need to know about politics is someone's gonna tell us what to do. We're just gonna do it.
That is true.
Whether
That
we
is
know
very
it or
true.
I mean, I could just bring
Just
up the
smile.
news
We
and just
absolutely
we could talk about
do
that.
not need to know anything.
Don't worry about it. We can just move on, dude.
You want to move on to the next subject?
I want to talk about
Because I can.
What do you want to talk about, Kenny?
about times you guys have been caught watching porn.
That is a weird fucking segue into our politics porn.
How do you yeah, the PPs, the two Ps.
Oh, porn's politics. You're
Porn
right.
politics. It
That's
goes
right,
hand in
because you
hand.
usually do have two tabs open in case someone walks in on you. So usually it's like politics. It looks like you're doing something
Mhm.
important, studying, focused.
And then incognito tab is the
And it's one where you just
spank bang.
fucking just going to town on yourself.
You use the incognito tab?
Best movies.
What?
You use the incognito tab?
Yeah, I use the incognito tab.
I just download Google, watch my shit, and delete Google.
There was only one
do
time.
that
There
every
was
single
just
time.
delete
Every
the-
time.
There was
Just
only
delete the
one
whole
time ever that I know for a fact I got caught watching porn. My parents left, and I thought they were gonna be gone for a while. And so I was like, "Fucking hey, all right." So I was on the computer, and I
That
pulled up.
computer's back there?
Alright, I'm not that fucking old guy.
He's 29, just so you guys know. Continue.
He's basically 30, go on.
Yeah, I'm just dirty 30 over here. But anyway, so they left, and I had some tabs up, but it was an old fucking computer, so back in the good old days. And I couldn't close tabs fast enough, and I heard the door open, and sure as shit, they rounded the corner, and luckily all I was just pouring up the computer. There was no action going on, if you will. But yeah, that's the only time I can really recall ever getting caught.
So you were
It was
organized.
animal porn, by the
Oh, you
way.
gotta, you
It
gotta
was
find
like,
a
it was
video.
like a pre,
Yeah, you gotta find
I'm
a
saying
video.
about
I mean, you guys can click for days, but it took forever. Cause I had fucking dial-up. I don't know if you young bucks know what dial-up is, but that shit took fucking forever.
Of course, I know what dial-up
I
is.
The one time I got caught watching porn was my cousin and I. Well, my dad's a cable guy, so we got all the cable channels for free. All of them for free, and obviously we had the Playboy Network, like the high 800 channels or whatever. But so my cousin and I were watching it. Both parents were at work, but if you hit last on the remote, it takes you to what you
Where
were
the
watching
previous
previously.
channel,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we'd keep it on like sports or whatever my dad was watching, just in case someone walked in. Just hit last real quick.
Smart thinking, planning ahead like that.
But if you went back to the sports channel and hit last again, it'll take you back to the porn channel. But anyway, we were watching it for a while, and just totally amazed by fucking this new feature that we found. First day we found it, and we decided to go ride skateboards or something. So we hit last on the thing and then turned it off. And then my dad.
Rookie move. You always go up another channel too.
Yeah,
That way.
exactly. So my dad came home and he was on the sports and he hit last and it instantly went to the Playboy channel. And then he never told me about it until the next day we tried doing it again, but now there was a passcode on the Playboy channel. And I really fucked it up because I only got to use it once. I didn't get the full benefit of it.
Man,
So he literally cock blocked you.
Yeah, he did.
He literally hand blocked me.
I just thought it was
Yeah,
funny
him
that we
watching.
were talking about porn and you're like, my dad's a cable guy.
Oh, he's
He is
telling
a cable guy.
He's telling a story. What about you? You?
I've never been caught like watching porn, but I mean, I've found so much of my dad's porn. It was amazing.
Wow.
It's like crazy shit. And
Like
it's
found?
just
Like,
like-
search
it's
history or
it's
like
I-
magazines?
Yeah, it was a
no,
magazine,
I
yeah.
found DVDs and shit.
Oh,
Like,
wow, Jesus.
I used to like.
DVDs?
He would send me to his truck to look for shit, like, cause his lazy ass would never go look for anything. Always send me somewhere. So I would go to his truck looking for something. No telling what it was this day. So like I'm in his back seat and like I'm looking through the little
Like the center console kind
no
of
the
thing?
shit on the back of the seats that holds
Oh, yeah, the
shit.
sleeves,
Yeah, the sleeves on the back of the seats. So I opened it up. I felt some like thin ass.
That was like the cheap,
Yeah, like the
plastic,
fake
like,
bootleg movie.
fake ass
Yeah,
DVD
yeah, yeah.
ones. I'm like, I looked through it. It's a cheerleader fuckers 9. I was like,
Wait, there's 8 previous ones?
yeah, I got the 9th one.
Dang, there's a lot.
Yeah, I got
There's a lot of chicks on that cheer
So-
team. It's a video for each one, right? That's what I'm
So
assuming.
me being a dick, like not even thinking, I was like, I opened it up, took the disc out, and put the fucking
sleeve back.
the sleeve back
Jesus.
into the back seat, put it in my fucking pocket.
Did you
walk
watch
in the
it?
house. Yeah, I watched it.
Good cinematic value.
Bro, like it was so terrible. Like
Probably
while the
better
girl,
than this, though.
So like while the girl was giving head, the director, like she's sitting there looking at him. He said, "Stop fucking looking at me. Keep sucking his dick for 30 more seconds, and then get on top of him and
Is that
ride."
in the video?
This is like in the
Yes.
Wow,
That's a poor.
I was like, I said, "Damn, y'all couldn't edit this out."
Hey man, they're just trying to pump DVDs out. I mean, they're trying to pump some other shit out too, if you know what I'm saying.
Man,
But
that's deadly as fuck.
Have you guys ever seen that Vine, or I forget what it was, but it's like this video of this camera guy like filming porn, and he like just turned around, he's like, "Stop, cut, stop!" And he had just cum all over his face. I need a napkin. Give me a tissue.
the things you don't see, behind the scenes you don't see about fucking
I'd hate to be that guy.
But yeah, that's why I was sitting there. I was like, man, you can tell this porn was like poorly thought out.
Yeah. Or you know, like those shots where it's just like right under, and you just see ball sack hitting. Like, imagine that's your job to be the dude, just like
just
under that shit.
That's like that.
No, that's
movie,
the cameraman. He's the real MVP. If you think about it.
But that's like that movie. What is it? Zack
and Mary Porno.
Yeah, when like.
Yeah, the guy was underneath there, and then.
You got shitted on?
Yeah.
Shit all over.
What about
Talking about a shitty day.
What about you, Taylor?
I was a very young child and I was just a rookie.
He's
Like,
a
I
Mormon.
didn't know that to delete the internet history and stuff like that.
Yeah, rookie move.
So like when you used to get on the internet, like the first thing that pop up would be like MSN.com or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So I used to just go ham,
backface.
and I went ham for a long time. And then one day, out of like the clear blue sky, my dad thought it would be a good idea for him to get on the goddamn computer.
Wow.
And he got on the computer and like he must have clicked it to go like type something in. And the second he clicked it, like no one else really used the computer except for my mom and me. Well, that they knew of, my mom. But all of a sudden, like it just came up, and then all I remember is I was sitting in the kitchen and I heard my dad call my mom over, and he was like, "Do you look at this stuff?" And my mom was like, "No." And they all just looked at me, and my dad's like, "Hey, Taylor, go to your room for a minute." And I was like,
"Well, I'm dead."
Well, I did online.
See
school.
me out of that, Mom. You need to stop lying.
I did online school my sophomore year, and like, being in front of a laptop all day with zero supervision, I just destroyed my parents' little HP laptop that they had. And they showed me all this stuff, and yeah, that was awkward. That was an awkward little. I still owe you guys a laptop.
Well, goddamn.
So yeah.
"Your parents are gonna watch this?"
My parents watch everything. They're proud of me.
They're proud of me.
Probably not after this.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, mom and dad.
Your son's
mean-
a fantastic young man. I tell you what.
I mean, that kind of goes hand. I mean, like, being in the military, like, dudes watch a lot of fucking porn in the military.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
I'm getting picky.
but like
now.
being from Idaho and being like around all the religious people hide it. Like no one, like people deny everything, and it was such a change to come from that to coming in the military, where just like people talking about jerking off.
Are you talking about?
Like a normal conversation.
Are you talking about transitioning, or are you talking about coming? Because you said coming twice. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well, both actually.
Cheap joke.
No, but really,
No, but it is a culture shock, especially from your kind of background. I mean, most backgrounds it's a pretty big change because, well, I mean, again, everyone's story is different because you have like a small town kind of like religious background you came from.
Right.
I'm an old fucker. I joined way too late, and I just hate everyone that is younger than me that thinks they have fucking power. I mean, grand rank and shit, but
Yeah, and
just being an old fuck, it's kind of hard to deal with.
Yeah, and I'm the liberal from California who's never shot a gun before.
Yeah, I just grew up poor. Yeah.
Just a poor black kid.
Just a
Poor black boy.
For
Tucker's
$1
family
a
works on
day,
the
you can
farm.
feed this poor black kid.
We don't pay him at all.
I do need some.
Don't
we pay him
listen
by
to
not
this guy.
being
He gets handouts from us all the fucking time. Handouts, not hand jobs. Handouts. Free food and shit.
Maybe both.
Keep
He
your
gives me
dude.
hand jobs in the end.
Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, being in the military is a huge culture shock, especially from.
Well, it's like so like one of our drill sergeants used to always say like all people that are in the like especially like infantrymen like they're all like borderline criminals is how it should be, and so like all the fucked up people in the world just decide to like get together and join the army, and that just makes the
A
fuckery
bunch.
times 10.
Oh yeah, the fuckery is a bunch of juvenile delinquents with a few other seasonings in there, like such as myself. But the culture is so much different. Like alcohol abuse is fucking rampant, you know.
Yeah,
There's so many dudes that fucking drink way more than they should.
Yeah, if you're not an alcoholic, people look at you like you're the weird one.
See, that's crazy.
Not to name any names or anything.
Civilian versus Army friend.
Well, the reason why I'm making this video.
I mean,
it was a big culture shock for me because I'm from California and I'd never heard of like chewing tobacco or dipping. Like I saw in movies like hillbillies like spit into a jar and fucking their cousin.
Well, those are some interesting movies you're watching there.
Cleared my search history.
Jesus.
No, but like I never heard of dipping or anything like that. But everyone in the Army dips and smokes, and smoking is so looked down on in California. But everyone in the military either chews tobacco, smokes, or just drinks heavily.
Or a combination of all three.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
at the same time.
I'm for sure it's, you know, way different too. You know, being over in Europe where you see like everyone out when you're out, you know, in the economy looking around, just having your weekends, you see everyone in Europe smokes like crazy, you know. It's like a fucking pastime over here.
That's why most people like the military though, because they were probably misfit growing up, and so they get around other misfits, and when other misfits get around other misfits, it's
just debauchery.
The misfit clique. The fuck off clique.
See, that's what I said. The military is bad for me. Because before the military, I mean, I just smoked hella weed, but you know, then.
Dude, the military saved your life. You should have seen this dude's hair before the military.
Yeah,
getting that military haircut saved his life.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah. But then, you know, it's great because the people you meet here, like I would trade most of my friends back home for you guys any fucking day.
Yeah, it's the civilian.
And it is crazy, you know, because you have your military friends, and then, for example, you go back home on leave or whatever, and all the jokes and shit that you've talked about with your, you know, military buddies, you can't go back and share those same jokes with your civilian friends because they just look at you crazy. They think you're, you know, like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
If you want to know you're meant for the military, go watch Anthony Jeselnik. If you laugh at it, you might be meant for the military.
Yeah, that's true. Pretty fucked up guy. Good shit though. But yeah, it's just weird, you know, to have that transition because then you're like, then you just kind of feel out of place. I remember going back home for the first time and I felt so out of place, like I just didn't know what to do because all my friends were kind of looking at me a little bit different, and you know, some of the jokes I was saying with, you know, these guys would, you know, would laugh their asses off, and some of my friends kind of looked at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, try being from where I'm from. Bunch of religious people everywhere.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You get there and I'm just like, hey, you guys want to hear a funny joke? And I tell them, and everyone's like
just crickets.
The music stopped playing in the background. Everyone's like,
yeah,
screech,
yeah, it's just different.
Fuck myself then.
When I went home on leave and I came inside to the house smelling like smoke, and my mom found out that I smoked cigarettes. That was she like called me out at breakfast and all that stuff. But yeah, it's different everywhere. Like if you tell jokes, like we use faggot and homo and cocksucker and all that, like in the daily vocabulary. But if you go back home and yeah, that's mild. That's censored. If you go back to the civilian world and say this, like I feel like if I went to a job interview, I think everyone. If I like went to a new job in the civilian world and just like noticed how like people complain about like really minute stuff, I just think everyone's like a little bitch. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, I didn't get my lunch, or I only had a 30-minute lunch. Like, you got lunch? That's fucking cool.
Well, at the same time though, man, like coming from me, who's, you know, I've worked, you know, a lot before I joined the military and stuff, and I do see people in the military bitch about some shit that I just think's peculiar and odd. I'm like, there is a good amount of downtime. I'm like, man, like this is an easy paycheck, easiest job I've ever had. Because I'm used to, you know, I had a job where I was a window glazer, so I had, you know, to install windows into like houses and buildings. Some of these, you know, windows can, you know, be 300-400 pounds. So it's you and another buddy, you know, lifting all these big ass windows up, you know, like a couple feet up sometimes onto a windowsill and shit. And you know, you had to do construction around some time, you know, cutting out, you know, window sills, you know, rebuilding the side of a house and shit like that. So I've done that and, you know, worked for some other companies. So it was just weird that I actually like worked hard for a paycheck, and then here it's just, you just gotta play a fucking game. It really is, you know, you just gotta do the motions.
Yeah, my jobs were not real jobs before I joined. My first job, I was 16. I went door to door selling security systems for ADT at 16, totally illegal.
Why'd you self-incriminate?
I mean, that's fucking
criminal right here. Fucking criminal.
How many years ago? That was 6 years ago.
Now you're fine.
Carry the one. But then and then I worked at like a trampoline park, and then I like washed dishes before the army, and it's not really a job. I haven't had like that blue collar fucking, fucking, I don't know what word I'm looking.
That's what I'm looking forward to, is going back to. I love blue collar. I love working with my hands, and I can't wait to get back to that. Earning my paycheck, getting back to making a claim, and having a real life again where I feel like at the end of the day I really earn that paycheck. Because there's days here where you don't, but then other days, you know, when you're out sweating your ass off in the field, you know, carrying all your fucking gear and your weapons and shit, you're just like, damn, you know, hard day. I want to trade my experience for fucking anything, though. I love the time I've had in the military, for, you know, the friends I've met, the experiences, you know, some of this cool training we've done. So, you know, I'm not trying to rag on one or the other. Just sometimes, you know, life experiences makes you have another view on shit. So it's just, you know, it's just life and how you view shit.
I agree and disagree, because I'm in the military and I have to deal with piece of shit people all the time. So
I mean, no matter
I better be getting a fucking paycheck if I'm gonna be listening to some freaking cock.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have pieces of shit no matter where you go. Like any job you have.
Yeah, but nothing compared to the military, though.
Well, again, you got to think about it. A lot of times.
Where are you gonna work where you get a 21-year-old that's fresh out of college? Probably not a 21-year-old, but like a 22-year-old that's fresh out of college that's an officer that thinks he knows better than you just because he has a little butter bar, compared to like an E5 or even higher.
Oh, I know that's a thing that is tough. Is sometimes, you know, these people, just because they have a little rank on their chest or whatever, they think they're smarter or more informed or better than you for whatever fucking, you know, reason in their head. But you know, it is what it is. I knew what I signed up for. But
my favorite part about the Army is, well, meeting faggots like you. But like, I never left California until I went to basic. So like, the first plane I ever went on was to go to basic, and then like I've been to like 8 countries within like 2 years, and got to see the world and different side of living.
And it's definitely cool to see other countries' kids. That's actually funny. Before I joined the military, my friends and I were planning a trip to go to Europe and travel around for a little bit, and then long story short, trip got canceled, and then here I am next year later, I'm in Europe. You know, got a free ride over there, so, you know, kind of, you know, nice little, you know, gift, I guess.
That's what you want to call it.
I mean, travel the world for free, or for, you know, a cheap ticket. But you know, that's the thing about living in Europe versus the States, though. I mean, what about that? How's that been different for you guys? The transition from, you know.
I mean, I love the fact that you can walk in public and drink. That shit is fucking amazing. Also, as a passenger in a car, you can drink your ass off. Just a driver can't drink. That's beautiful. I mean, clubs don't close till 5 a.m.
Prostitution's legal. But I'm married, so I don't
Prostitution is legal. I mean, that's not really a big thing, but I mean, since Kenny wanted to bring it up.
Oh, I'm saying, but like.
Well, we're talking about the culture differences here, where
I like the fact that they
What's the process?
They keep everything like the way it always has been. Like, they don't tear down their castles, or they don't tear down their old buildings. See, America, we out with the old, in with the new.
Oh, that's the thing. That building be like 50 years old in, you know, the States, and they tear it down. But it is really cool to be over here and see, you know, history that's been around for hundreds of years and is still standing to this day.
Yeah, but what about the Autobahn though?
The Autobahn's where it's at. Dope. That's where you make some
160 miles an hour cruise, sick.
Oh
yeah,
man, that is a good time. So that is a great thing about Europe, is they know how to fucking drive over here. They know the rules. You know, if you're too fucking slow, get to the right lane. But if you're trying to pass or go fast, left lane for days, go for it.
Yeah. Like,
so we can take a lesson from that for sure. Because Americans, we drive like ass. At least I have.
I mean, when our roads stay fucked up all the damn time, like every highway I get on, it's always fucking construction.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger process for Europeans to get their license. Like in the States, you just do like a test, and then
you just,
that's pretty much it. But like in Europe, it takes a while for you to get your license, but people actually know how to drive. But there's some rules that you have to learn. Like I didn't know. Like you can't honk. Honking is highly frowned upon unless you're like about to get in an accident. But like if someone's like asleep at the green light or whatever, you can't honk. You're supposed to flash your lights for everything. You're not supposed to honk.
Oh, you just run into the back of them and wake them up.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah, that's a good fucking idea, Tucker. What do you do here?
That's why I don't have my car now.
Well, since we're kind of talking about that, just going back, man, to the States, I'm looking forward to that. Getting back to what I know, working again, making some real money. Get my own little slice of heaven. Buy a house, buy some property. Go back to the things I love, all the hobbies I had, like fishing, shooting. Like that's my pastime. I love shooting my guns. I've been over here in Europe, I can't shoot. There's no,
Just not allowed to very much.
See, but my biggest problem going back to the civilian world is I gotta like keep down my cussing, cause over here you don't need to be censored. You can fucking say anything you want, but going to like a real job and like talking to regular people, like they'll be asking me like where something is, and I'll just be like, oh man, it's fucking over there or something, like.
That is true.
Like shit, I don't even know myself. Like, and it'd feel normal to me, and they'll be like, "Why are you cussing right now?" Oh well, my bad.
Yeah,
we're in church. Why are you yelling?
But for Europe though, me personally, I hate the food over here, man.
Yeah, the food kind of sucks.
That's my biggest complaint about this country, the food and being in the military over here. Now, if I was over here free, I still hate the food, but
unless it's crepes or donors.
Donors
are where it's at.
That's the only thing they have to offer though.
That's on point. And McDonald's has a chicken box, but that's not even that good.
And like legit Italian food, like actually like legit, like.
Is it because you can go to Italy?
Pretty much.
Yeah, Italy's like a 6-hour drive.
Yeah. Man, so is that.
Yeah, the food kind of blows. I'm trying to find Mexican food in Europe. I mean, granted, we're hella far from Mexico, but trying to find a good, decent Mexican food place is very hard to come by.
Basically impossible.
I never realized how much I miss Mexican food until I'm over here, in Europe, because I didn't realize how much I, ate and how much I enjoyed it until I, don't have it.
Nothing beats American food.
And also, everything in Europe closes at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So nothing's open on Sundays.
There's no 24-hour anything.
And no 24-hour anything except clubs like on the weekend, but.
They're not
you can't
The only 24-hour place I've ever been to, like, stop and eat is that McDonald's at the train station in Nuremberg.
Yeah.
That's, like, literally the only 24-hour...
There's very select few places throughout, like, maybe you'll find, like, a gas station that is open for a fucking reason. In the States, gas stations open all the fucking time, but here it's like you might find one open 24 hours,
Or like the shops, like in the States, like a shop will open up at like 6, 7 in the morning, 6, 7, 8 in the morning, and they'll stay open until, 10 o'clock if they have to.
Oh, yeah.
But here, like 9 o'clock, everyone goes to work. 5 o'clock at night, done.
Oh yeah, people.
Your shit is gone.
Being in the military in Europe is them trying to tell me how much alcohol I can consume because they give me some fucking rations card. That's some bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Because you can only buy 2 bottles a month with your fucking rations. Here.
Two bottles a month, and was it 2 cartons a month?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so they ration you on coffee, they ration you on tobacco, except dip. They don't care about dip. And then hard liquors. But it is also cool for guys who are under 21 coming over here because they could drink as long as they're over 18. So that's pretty cool.
That's because it's legal in this country, therefore it is allowed for. I'm not sure what the legalities or whatever it is there, but it is legal for guys that are 18 to drink here. So that is that's a nice little benefit for those young bucks that are coming in.
But two bottles a month is not enough. You should get like 20 bottles.
Okay, that's like for a fifth or something. It's not even that. So
yeah.
We should just make alcohol free.
I'm fucking grown. I should be able to buy as much alcohol I want. But
you have to think about how many delinquents and knuckleheads there are out there that way too much. I mean, I can't say we're not guilty of that. Maybe not. I don't know.
Either way it goes, they're gonna find alcohol to drink.
Yeah, but what's the rule in the barracks? Like you're only allowed to have
you can only have one bottle and like.
It's either one bottle of liquor or.
Is it 6 pack?
It's a 6 pack.
Okay, yeah. So like, yeah, it's very, very limited.
But they don't check other than your refrigerator. So I mean, if you know you're gonna have a room inspection, you just throw it under some clothes. You're good.
Jesus Christ.
Put it in your rucksack. No one will know.
Yeah. You might as well kick me out now and had at least 90 beers.
All right, enough of this fucking, like, you guys all getting depressing me with your fucking bullshit. Let's go back to some fun shit. So back to the States. I know, we're all coming up here soon, being able to go back to the States. I'm looking forward to going back because, again, my favorite pastime is shooting. Gonna go home to my guns, get to shoot all the fucking time, gonna go fishing again, I'm gonna try to take up hunting. It'd be cool to be able to, go out there. No, I've hunted, but not in Washington. Like, I've done down in Texas, done that. But to actually, like, get my own meat, then actually, like, have something that I can provide for. That way I'm not always going to the store to buy, like, steak and shit like that. I would like to have, freezer of my own that I can stack up. Fucking like that. There's deer steaks and shit like that. See this fucking goddamn California motherfucker right here. Fucking piece of shit right there. But yeah, just to be able to have, like, because I go fishing all the time, so I get fish and whatnot. But to have some fresh meat, some deer and shit like that. Again, I'm a big gun guy, so like just to get back there, start shooting again, get back to my guns. I know you also like to shoot. You're a pretty big gun guy too.
I just miss American girls. I miss girls that speak English and that speak.
Well, that's what he misses. So he's looking forward to.
This is a Mormon, by the way. Talking about females, you're supposed to be getting married.
You just go and talk to like some German girl and like I'm a country boy. I like guns. I like shit like that. But like if you go up to a German girl and you start talking to them, the second you mention guns, it's like you're mentioning the Holocaust to them all over again. Like they absolutely, that is a no-go.
I mean, it ain't like they were in trouble of it. I mean,
it's still a topic.
They fucked up and we had to come fix their damn problem. Damn.
I'm excited to go back to the States just because one, it's America, but it's also kind of not scary, but it's stressful. Trying to figure out where you want to settle down, trying to find work. Especially because I'm not single, I have a wife, so I also have to think about her and stuff like that, trying to support that. But I mean, it's America, so that's cool. Definitely not going back to California because it's stupid expensive to live there. Like a trailer or like a 1-bedroom apartment in California could get you like a 4-bedroom house in Texas. So probably not going back to California. Probably going to Texas.
I mean, it's good to plan ahead though. You're thinking about options, what you want to do. I know you were looking into lines of work, what you want to do. Trade schools even, because you got the GI ability you can use to academic or trade work, like I said.
Trade schools or
whatever that is.
What? Like
hip.
Hand jobs in the parking lot?
That's one way to get money, I guess.
Your phone just said something about maximum something at the bottom.
Maximum what?
I don't know, it's a maximum something.
I hope that's not my data. Oh. It's
fine. How long is it?
It's 30 minutes. Yeah, 30
That's only 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh man, it feels like we're sitting for hours.
Podcast.
It doesn't have to be anything long. It could be 30 minutes. Yeah. So I think we'll call that for right now if you guys want.
Yep. Thank you for joining the Salty Podcast.
Yeah. All right, take care.
Oh, God.